Am I the a-hole for telling my mum it wasn't cute or funny to dress me as a hot dog instead of a princess?
I'd love to be dressed as a hot dog, you
You'd
know
love
me.
that, wouldn't you?
I'm a bit of the outliner, I know, when it comes
Yeah.
to stuff like
You would choose the hot dog.
that.
100%. So there's this new Target commercial going around where a little girl dresses as a hot dog. And it came on while my family was watching a scary movie. I, 20 female, am home from college for the weekend and brought my boyfriend, and my mother, 57 female, decided it would be hilarious to mention that she'd made me a hot dog costume as a kid. Except the way she told the story, it was my request. She said that all the girls wanted to be Disney princesses, but I had asked to be a hot dog. And so she'd gone out of her way to make me that costume. This is not what happened, and I said as much. What actually happened is that I wanted to be Snow White and told everyone, including the teachers, that I was going to be Snow White. I was obsessed with that movie as a kid, to the point where I would actually get invested in doing chores because I was cleaning up just like Snow White. My dad and I would watch that movie all the time, and I was very excited to be Snow White for Halloween, especially because my ballet studio was doing a special princess dance for Halloween, and we'd all signed up for special princess slots, and I'd shown up early with my dad the week before so I could get it. My mother decided that she wanted to be quirky and that Snow White was a bad role model after I got in trouble for trying to cook dinner for my family. I was about 8 and I tried to make hot dogs, like how she made food for the dwarves in the movie, and I made a mess. My mum surprised me on the day of with this crappy hot dog suit and told me if I didn't wear it, she'd never let me watch Snow White again. She took a million pictures. The other girls teased me for months, and it was the most humiliating moments of my childhood. I told the real story and mentioned that I got through the day by pretending that she was the evil queen, making me dress in rags, but the rags happened to be garbage meat costume. She got really quiet after that, and after we left, my brother says she was crying and looked at the pictures from Halloween. I didn't want to make my mum cry, but it's a shitty memory for me, and it felt like she was trying to humiliate me all over again in front of my boyfriend. Am I the a-hole?
No, the mum's the a-hole.
100%.
You know what? I think the mum's jealous of her, and I think the mum was jealous of her as a child. Jealous of the time. I think she was jealous of the relationship she had with the dad.
Yeah.
That they had a bond and they watched this film together, and I do think the mum was is jealous.
Yeah,
Because why would you do that to your child? Like I do think the mum's
and then
the
to gaslight the child then when they're an adult and act
Yeah.
like it's their idea, retelling the story, probably thought that the child would think that they'd remembered it wrong or something.
Or
because they're a
trying to
child.
humiliate her in front of the boyfriend because, again, the same jealousy.
I've got some comments here. Not the a-hole. Wow, what a shit move by your mum. And to an 8-year-old, I'm glad you told the truth and stood up for yourself. I hope she learns. Geez, what a witch. I'm sorry that happened. OP says, I hadn't thought about it in ages until I saw that commercial, honestly. The comment says, letting your parents pretend that everything they did was perfect is a terrible way to approach your adult-parent relationship. We, the parents, need to hear about this versus reconcile our self-image with you, the children. I didn't, that was written weird, but I know what they mean. Letting your parents pretend that everything they did was perfect is a terrible way to approach your adult parent-child relationship. It's a pretty shit move by her mum. She clearly had a different perspective and you set her straight. Just because someone cries doesn't mean they're the victim in this, especially if the truth is that not only did you not want to wear the hot dog, but she threatened your favourite movie as a result. Wear this or else, like what the fuck? If this is true, it's pretty weird and messed up. I'd never force a costume on my child. That's such a weird ass thing to do. OP said she hated Snow White and Cinderella and Aurora. She was kind of okay with Belle and really pushed Mulan and Merida, I don't know what that is, on me. But those weren't the ones I was interested in. She genuinely hated everything I liked and was really into the whole Cinderella ate my daughter thing. I don't know what the hell that means. She wanted us to be allies against the other mums of the town we lived in, and I just wanted her to be like the other mums, honestly, because they were nicer.
I do think there's jealousy there, I do. Even as a child.
Weird behaviour, that.
Yeah,
it's very
weird.
narcissistic, isn't it? Trying to take control and not getting joy almost out of knowing that person, your child, is not happy wearing that. Like, all the other kids are dressed up as a princess. and you're in a hot dog. Your
Because
mum
it
knew you
sounds to
wanted
me it was a deliberate thing.
to make her feel
Absolutely
crappy.
deliberate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to take control.
And to punish her for not liking the things that she liked.
Yeah, she doesn't want her to be an individual, and that's sort of very narcissistic mother behaviour, isn't it? That you don't want that child to be their own person, and that you see that child as an extension of yourself.
And there's possibly jealousy of the fact that, her and her dad had a good relationship and she had that,
Which unfortunately is a common one.
Yeah, and it is, because you get dads jealous of the mums bond with the kids.
You do, that's
they
very
feel like they're
common.
not getting the attention that they want because the attention's not on them. And
Yeah.
so I think there's a little bit of that going on there. And I think that's continued into adulthood, that she resents her daughter for some reason.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?